Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the most stupendous WrestleMania predictions. Yes, I know, stupendous. What even does stupendous mean? Hold on, let me Google that. It means extremely impressive, which this card does not reflect. Before I get into the card itself, I'd like to go over the one match that might happen, still on the fence. I think it might happen after the events on Friday SmackDown, but that is the Demon Finn Balor defeating Damian Priest. I know it hurts to say is Damian Priest, if you haven't already known, he's my favorite wrestler, but the Demon is not losing at Mania. Now this match, Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair, it did not serve its purpose. I mean, this is one of their main events. This is one of their women's championships. This should be as big as some of the WWE title matches, but this is not hitting the mark for me. There was an opportunity that we could have had Becky versus Ronda, but they didn't give it to us. They gave us Charlotte versus Ronda, and the build-up, I haven't been paying much attention to it, but besides like that backstage thing while they were like getting arrested, or was that WrestleMania 35? I think that might have happened in this storyline, but the storyline isn't even hitting the mark for me, as I couldn't even remember what was happening. But for this match, I think Ronda is going to win the title. I mean, Charlotte has had it since SummerSlam, I think, when she beat like Nikki and Rhea. But I think Ronda picks up the win here, picks up the title. I don't know what they're going to do with her in the title, but I hope it's something good. The next match we have is King Woods and Kofi Kingston versus Ridgeholland Sheamus, accompanied by Butch, which I don't know how WWE dropped the ball with Pete Dunne. Butch, sir, no. But anyway, I think the New Day get the heartfelt moment here. I mean, there is a possibility that Big E comes out. I know he's injured, but like comes out and accompanies the New Day to the ring. Not like does anything, but as like a heartfelt moment after he had that injury. Maybe like punch Ridge Holland in the face, cost him the match. But Ridge Holland, not a big fan. Sheamus, I think they could have put Sheamus in like an IC title ladder match, but I think New Day pick up a win. The third match I will be going over is the Usos versus Rick Boogs and Shinsuke Nakamura. Not much to it. I mean, there is a possibility that Nakamura and Boogs do win, but I'm going to go with the Usos. This match I am actually very intrigued for, and it is Bobby Lashley versus Omos. This match could definitely go either way. I mean, Omos, I think he's undefeated still, but the colossal Omos, I don't know how Lashley, like on Raw, he was struggling to even get him down. So I don't think WWE is going to have Lashley lose, but at the same time, I don't know if they're going to have Omos lose. So I think this match could end in a draw, but if I had to pick a winner, I'd go with Omos. Drew McIntyre could have had a way better match at Mania than this. And after this storyline and everything that this has been a pretty long storyline. This could have had a stipulation to the match, but no. WWE just makes it a normal match with Madcap Moss on the side. Drew McIntyre is going to make quick work. I think that he is going to be the first person to kick out of the end of days. Shocking that no one has already. But I think Drew McIntyre is going to make a moment by kicking out of the end of days. And he makes quick work. I don't know where WWE is going to go with this match. I mean, they could have Dominic and Rey win on a WrestleMania platform. Have that kind of moment. Because I don't think they've competed at WrestleMania together before. I'm going to have to go fact check that. But at the same time, they could have Logan Paul pick up a win, increase his publicity with WWE. As I made that video before, if you want to check it out, you can go check it out. It's on the page. I think it's a pretty good video, if I do say so myself. But I do think the Mysterios will pick up the win here, and Logan Paul will actually impress. Anything will go between Johnny Knoxville and Sami Zayn at WrestleMania. I did see something that he was going to bring his crew with the movies he's done. He's going to bring his crew to Mania. I think that has a possibility. And Johnny Knoxville, I think, will win this match, sadly. Sami Zayn does deserve to be on, like, a higher level. Maybe he could have been in the, like, IC title ladder match. I keep mentioning that because it should have happened with the death of Razor Ramon. But Johnny Knoxville picks up the win. Some crazy spot happens. It's time for some of the heavy-hitting stuff. The main events, as I would say. I think these matches are, like, the main events on the show. But starting off with the KO show, this is rumored to main event night 1, which I do not agree with. I don't think this should main event night 1. But Stone Cold, if this does turn into a match, I hope that this doesn't. But Stone Cold's going to make fun of Texas and all. And then the glass shatters. Stone Cold comes out on like an ATV or something, hits a stunner, pops a few beers. And that's about it. I don't think this is going to do too much. This is not one of those aforementioned main events. I just forgot to put it on, to be honest. So it's going to be the Street Profits versus RK Bro versus Chad Gable and Otis, the Alpha Academy. The Alpha Academy is going to eat the pin here. It's just, are the Street Profits going to win? Turn heel, maybe? Or is RK Bro going to retain on a WrestleMania level? It's kind of a mixed bag here. I think RK Bro will retain, but if RK Bro loses, it's definitely going to be a turn. The fact that Cody Rhodes could be returning to WWE, and WWE has just signed someone that's not a person that hasn't had any pro wrestling experience. Wow. But it could be Cody, but there are also some other possibilities like Bad Bunny, Shane McMahon, hell, Veer. But I think it could be Cody, and Cody's definitely going to pick up the win against Seth Rollins. It's a shame they didn't add Seth Rollins to the main event, but Cody's going to show up and beat Seth Rollins in a good match. This is one of the very few matches I am excited for. Pat McAfee taking on Austin Theory. Pat McAfee's definitely going to pick up the win here, but if you haven't seen Pat McAfee's previous matches against Adam Cole and Inside War Games, I definitely do recommend you check them out. Pat McAfee, I don't even know how he's that good in the ring. But this is definitely going to blow a lot of people away. So Pat McAfee picks up the win in a great match. Becky, the emo Lynch, after she got her hair chopped off, takes on Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship. This has come full circle. I mean, Becky shows up, beats Bianca in 26 seconds for the SmackDown Women's Championship at SummerSlam. And then Bianca, she works her way back up to the title picture. And now she's facing Becky for the Raw Women's Championship here at Mania. The story writes itself. Bianca is definitely going to pick up the win here. I did see her on ESPN today on like Max Kellerman's show. But Bianca picks up the win. I think this could be a pretty good match. Emo Becky Lynch goes down. This new side of Edge is definitely intriguing me with the new theme song and all, as he takes on AJ Styles here at WrestleMania. I don't know. Like, there are many possibilities to have the face go over and have AJ Styles win, because he did lose at WrestleMania 36, but at the same time, he did win with Omos at WrestleMania 37. And then Edge, he lost at WrestleMania 37, obviously, against Roman Reigns when he got stacked up with Daniel Bryan. But I don't know if they're going to have Edge win with this new character, kind of advance it, or have AJ Styles win and have the face go over. But if I were to pick someone, I think Edge finally gets another win on the WrestleMania type of scale. And it's going to be a great match. Definitely. Great match. It is main event season as the Tribal Chief, the head of the table, Roman Reigns, goes up against Farmer Butcher Boy Brock Lesnar. And WWE might pull a swerve. They actually might have Brock win. But if I were to pick someone, I think it's Roman. This match has been replayed and replayed and replayed and replayed like it's 2014 Forest Hills Drive. But Roman picks up the win, I think, in somewhat of a good match. I mean, the Crown Jewel match was pretty good for what it was. Roman wins, unifies the belts. I really hope this new design's good. I saw a leak of like some sort of truck with like some sort of design of a different belt. I really hope it's not that because it looks really bad. But Roman wins, hopefully, and the tribal chief lives on. And that will do it for the most stupendous WrestleMania predictions out there. I don't know with this show, man. I don't think it's going to be a great Mania, but overlooking the card again, I don't think it's going to be a terrible Mania. But that about does it for me. You can follow me on my other social medias at AFWE_figs on TikTok and Instagram. Like and subscribe if you like more content, and I'll see you guys later.